there is a question that came on my YouTube. Again, if you check my screen, that is what you are seeing right here. Okay, but I would like to read it out so that you can also hear from the horse's mouth. According to the message, what you are seeing right here on my screen, he said, "Sir, educate us on what measure to take once we arrive in Netherlands on a Schengen visa. What is the possible to do? What is the possible to do so we can obtain, so we can return in the country without seeking Aduro? Can we switch to OK vocational school? If not, which country can accept such switching to study route, most especially vocational schools?" All right, your question is really, really reasonable. Please bear in mind, if you are coming to me, you want to ask a question on my YouTube channel, make sure your question is reasonable. All right, if your question is reasonable, definitely I will give attention to your message. Don't just come to my comment section and flutter it with unreasonable questions. All right, but let me just quickly go straight to this question what he asked, because he's asking, how can you retain your stay if you come to Netherlands with a visiting visa? All right, now coming to Netherlands with a visiting visa, there are a few things you need to understand. You need to have your plans. You must have arranged yourself before you make a move. You don't have to come into Netherlands before you start planning yourself. You must have, that is what you need to do before you come to Netherlands, before you even start to come to Netherlands. Because before you arrive here, you already know that you are coming to Netherlands with your visiting visa. Whether you are coming to any other part of EU and you want to use that access to come to Netherlands. Bear this in mind. There are a few things I would like to tell you before I go to the second question. If you are coming to Netherlands, calculate your expenses. Money is involved. Except you have someone who is going to receive you. That is one. Accommodation is very, very much important. As someone who has a visiting visa, just like you stated in this message, you don't have a legal right that you can rent a house right here. All right? Except you have someone who is ready to receive you here. That is one. If you have that, that is apart. Now, make sure you have sufficient funds. If you are not as if you need to have all the money in the world, but have money that will be sufficient for you to do what you want to do. Even if you want to change your visiting visa into study route, you must have prepared your documents from back home before you come here. You must have legalized your document back home before you embark on your journey. You must have prepared yourself. I don't advise you to come with the document along with you when you are coming with your visiting visa. But when you arrive into the European countries, you can request for it and then use it to embark, walk down to the schools direct. If your visa is only for Netherlands, if it was Netherlands that issued you that visa. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the purpose, the reason why you are doing that is to continue your staying through your study route by converting your tourist visa into study route. And how can you do that? Now, the only way you can achieve that, when you get your Netherlands visiting visa approved, then when you arrange your documents, which you know that you are going to use to apply for admission when you arrive here, that is another place where money comes in. Legalize your documents, evaluate your documents, make sure that you have already found out one or two schools that you want to go and apply for your admission. Make sure these schools have the courses that you want to apply. Make sure that you have known the price of their tuition fee, and make sure that you have arranged their tuition fee on ground. Then when you arrive with your Netherlands tourist or visiting visa, then you can now walk direct to the school. Do you understand? Now seek for admission, or you can seek for maybe some vocational courses. There are some courses that you can do right here, 3 months courses. You can find that online. You can use your Google search and search that. You can also use ChatGPT to search all those summer courses, but such short summer courses will not give you stay right here in Netherlands. What it will do, it will give you chance to have a longer duration, like 6 months, 8 months, or 3 months, or 1 year, to give you access, long duration, to apply for that university that will help you to process a resident permit when they offer you an admission. Do you understand? So when you apply for those short summer courses to do, that short summer courses will not give you resident permit, will not allow you to obtain a resident permit right here. It will only help you to extend your visiting visa to a certain period of time, to enable you get your admission to the universities processed. When you have gotten the admission, then the school will now start processing your resident permits. Do you understand what I'm saying? Without you seeking Aduro, according to your questions. So if you get your short summer courses approved that you want to study right here, before the end of that short summer study that you want to do, before it's finished, then you have already gotten your admission. All those things and the findings, you must have done it in your home country before you embark on your journey. You don't come here to start doing it. If not, things will be difficult for you. It will be hard for you to achieve, because first of all, you start looking for someone to legalize your document in Nigeria or Africa. Start looking for someone to evaluate your document, how you do this one. Start looking for money. Before you finish all those things, time must have passed you, and everything will become useless for you. You will become automatically illegal, and when you become illegal, you have no other option other than to seek asylum. Or probably you have someone who will have a child for you, and maybe you marry someone. If it is Netherlands, they will ask you to go away from Netherlands if you want to marry the person. If it is from EU, you need to show proof that you have known the person from their home country. In fact, it's kind of a little bit difficult for it will be a kind of difficult for you if you flew direct to Netherlands. So the best thing for you is to process this from your home country. Do your finding, do your due diligent finding from your home country. When you arrive here with your visiting or tourist visa, it will now be very easy for you to achieve. From your short summer courses, if it is approved, then you take your admission approval to the embassy, to the immigration office right here in Netherlands. Then you tell them that for this reason you want to extend your visiting visa. They will extend it for you, knowing that you want to do some short summer courses. After, when they must have extended for you, then you will now relax and start going to school, which you must have found already, and have contacts what you want and how you want to do. You start following the process which you have laid on the ground already. Start going to the school. When you get your admission, the school will help you to process your admission. And once you get your admission, they will now help you to process your resident permit. And from your resident permit, you will start living official right here in Netherlands. That is how to stay in Netherlands without seeking for asylum. Alternatively, if you want to school in another place, or you want to probably take asylum, the next place I will encourage you to go is Spain. Do you understand? I have said so much about Spain. I have posted about something Arigro. I have posted something about Arigro Special. Go and check out my videos which I posted about Spain, how to get document in Spain, how to get your stand in Spain, even if when you come with your tourist or visiting visa. All right. So I hope this answers your question. And if any other person have a question, please go to my YouTube channel, Hollanddove_01, and subscribe. Then drop your question on the comment section of my last video on that YouTube. Then I will respond to you. All right. So this is what I have to say. I don't know if this answers your question, and I still remember myself, Holland Dove, King of Updates, and I will see you in the next one.